In this video, we're going to try to install the ignition switch on your Ford Mustang located up underneath the driver's side of the dashboard. Now we're going to go ahead and remove our knee board here on the driver's side of the vehicle. Now underneath we're going to find two 8mm screws. We're going to get loosened and remove those. I'm going to grab that panel and we're going to pull it towards you. And what we're doing is we're disconnecting the little clips, locking this into place. Go ahead and set that aside. Now next we want to go ahead and remove the metal plate here. And these are also 8mm. Go ahead and set that aside. Now underneath the dash, the unit we're looking to replace is this white block right here. And you can see on one end there is a Torx bit. That is a T30 Torx bit. And if you go underneath the bracket here, there's one on the back side right there we're going to get to. We're going to loosen and remove both of those. And then there is that connector with all those wires going into it right there with that gray lock on it. We're going to go ahead and separate that from the switch. We'll go ahead and replace that out. All right, drop that one out. Let's get to the one in the back. And we can drop this unit down. Now as you pull this down, there is a bolt in the middle of this harness. We need to go ahead, loosen and remove that. Using a 7mm socket. Now loosen and remove the screw. And that will actually unscrew it from the switch itself. Now on the connector itself, we have this little insulator right here. We're gonna go ahead and pop this off. And we're just using a pocket screwdriver to go ahead and release the little tabs on it. Now we have the replacement insulator here. I want to go ahead and install this. And that pretty much lines up. Has a little notch on the edge there, so it's pretty easy to line up. Line that up, snap that into position. Now that we have that in place, go ahead and reinstall or install your connector here to the switch. I'm going to line that up. Now we're going to use our socket to go ahead and spin that back in. And once you get that in far enough, that bolt will actually grab on that switch and will actually suck the connector right into it. So once you have that caught a couple threads, I'm going to go ahead and pop my ratchet back on there. Just gently snug that. You don't want to over tighten it. Just once that bottoms out, you're pretty much good. Now we can go ahead and install this here. We're going to simply line this up, and this rod here will line up into the actuator up top. We'll go ahead and install our Torx bolts there, or Torx screws, whatever you want to call them. I'm going to get that forward screw started. Now our rod there, the actuator rod on the switch itself, was already lined up in the same position as the original one was, so that should pop right into place. Grab my ratchet. We can go ahead and finish snugging these down. Now this is just a plastic switch here, so you just want to gently snug it. Do not over tighten. So go ahead and tighten down that front screw here. Just gently snug that down. With everything connected there, let's go ahead and install the lower panels. Let's go ahead and line up our lower panel here. Go ahead and snug these two bolts down. Once we have that panel in, we can go ahead and install the lower plastic knee panel. Now on the lower panel here, we have the 3 little locking tabs that go into the dash. So we want to go ahead and line those up. Pop those in. Now we can install the 2 lower screws in the bottom. And let's go ahead and snug those down. Just a trim panel, so you want to be careful not to over tighten. Just make sure they're snug. And at that point there, you're all set.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.